Hello, beautiful people. I greet you wherever you're hearing the sound of my voice from at this time. And it's nice to be your midst, as I always say. And I'm sure a lot of you who are either in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, but following keenly what is happening in Nigeria, will have been maybe disturbed, at what is happening in the National Assembly. I'm talking about the sexual harassment case. Or is it a case now of allegation, leveled against our own Senate president, Gospel Akpabio, by another senator, the beautiful Natasha, representing the people of Kogi State. Okay, I know this issue has created divided. People are divided in opinion. Some think that maybe Natasha is taking this thing too far. Others are saying that Akpabio, our Senate President Akpabio, should apologize. While some others are just saying that, look, you guys are distracting us. Please, let's be focused because there's a lot of challenges with this country that needs their attention and not this issue that is going up and down. Okay, so for me, in the hallowed chambers of the Nigerian Senate, where laws are made and the future of millions is shaped, this storm continues to brew. One that threatens not only individual reputation, but also the sanctity of Nigeria's democratic institutions, if you ask me. So for me, the ongoing dispute between Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan and Senate President Godswill Akpabio over allegation of sexual harassment, has split the nation into factions. Some stand with Natasha, demanding accountability and justice, while others rally behind Akpabio, asserting that the allegations are politically motivated. We always hear this. Any small thing, I think, is being politically motivated. But let's see what is even going on here. Okay. Meanwhile, a silent majority, watches, weary of yet another political field, that could divert attention from the urgent crisis plaguing our dear country. Don't we have enough problems already? Is there no the hunger in the land? Is it not enough, to keep our senators busy? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but the thing is, as emotions run high, attentions escalate. One thing remains very, very clear. Nigeria seems to be at a crossroad once again. The outcome of this dispute will not only determine the fate of the individuals involved. I'm talking of Senator Natasha and the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, but also set a precedent for how public office holders handle sensitive accusations, power, struggle, and institutional discipline. Yes, I think this is what it's all about here. It is therefore imperative that all parties approach this matter with the highest degree of responsibility, wisdom, and respect for the country, for democracy, and even for the dignity of these individuals that are involved. Where protests erupted in support of both sides, from the women at Akwa Ibom the last time, backing Akpabio, expectedly, to those in Abuja who are standing tall with Natasha. The underlying question remains, despite all this, the underlying question remains, is this the battle Nigeria needs at this time? The country faces economic hardships, insecurity, unemployment, and depreciating currency and failing infrastructure, just to name but a few. So should the energy and attention of the lawmakers not be channeled towards addressing these critical issues? Because I'm wondering, please don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. This is not to suggest that the matters of sexual harassment or ethical violation should be overlooked. This is not what I'm saying. On the contrary, every allegation should be taken seriously and investigated thoroughly. That is what I think should be done. However, it must be done in a manner that strengthens democratic institutions rather than weakens them. Yes, at the end of the day, it should, reinforce them and strengthen them and not to weaken them. So if justice is the goal, it must be sought through due process, not through media trials, political persecution, or institutional power plays. Okay? So the Nigerian Senate is more than a gathering of politicians, as we all know. It is an institution entrusted with the sacred duty of governance. The conduct of its members should reflect the highest standard of decorum, discipline, and statesmanship. Any disciplinary proceedings, such as those initiated against Senator Natasha, must be free from personal vendettas and must strictly adhere to the principles of fairness and transparency, if you ask me. But at the same time, every senator must recognize that their words and actions carry weight. A fight between senators is not just a personal matter, it affects the national stability, of this country. It affects investors' confidence and public trust in governance. These are the issues we are looking at. But regardless of how this controversy unfolds, the Senate must rise above petty politics and reaffirm its commitment to serving the Nigerian people. An institution that allows internal conflicts to overshadow its constitutional responsibilities risks losing its credibility in the eyes of the people, because that is exactly what is happening right now. I must tell you the truth. The reaction of Senator Itagiwa, who publicly dismissed Natasha's claim, raises another critical concern: the lack of unity and support among women in leadership. This is not the first time. And that is why when a woman comes out to contest for a position, especially in a place where imagine like Nigeria, the population of women is massive. There was a time, once upon a time in this country, that a lady, I'm not too sure of the name. I don't know if it's Sarah Jubri. Please forgive me if I didn't get that name right. I think it's Sarah Jubri or so. She contested for president. I think for one of the parties' nomination or something. Do you know that no one, no, not even a single lady voted for her in a garden that had so many women? So for me, I think women are the greatest problem to themselves. And that is, I'm looking at this in line with what is credited to Senator Itagiwa, okay? Because historically, women in Nigeria politics, have had to fight harder, excuse me, have had to fight harder to be respected and to be given a seat, at the table. When allegations of sexual harassment arise, whether against a male or female lawmaker, they should be examined objectively, not dismissed based on personal biases, as Senator Itagiwa is alleged to be doing right now. At the same time, false accusations, if they exist, I repeat, if they exist, must also be discouraged as they undermine the genuine cause of harassment and assault. This is why Nigeria needs a system that allows fair and impartial investigation into such matters. Justice should not be determined by the street protests or political affiliations, but by evidence and due process. This is what happens in Senate clients. And I want to believe that they will take this route eventually. So as the controversy continues, Nigerians must ask themselves, what do we gain from this fight? And I'm asking really, what is a need for us as Nigerians, if you ask me? Is it merely entertainment for political spectators? Or does it serve a higher purpose of ensuring justice, accountability, and institutional reform? Well, the answers are right there in our front, staring at us. The solution to this dispute lies in the peaceful, for me, if you ask me for my opinion, I think the solution to this dispute lies in peaceful advocacy, dialogue, and the unwavering commitment to the rule of law. I always tell people that the biggest problem in Nigeria today, it does not even start with corruption and ends with corruption. For me, it is the fact that there's no commitment to the rule of law in this country. The lawlessness in this country is the reason why Nigeria is where it is today. I'm telling you, look at it very well. The fact that you could commit a crime or do something and you have the belief that nothing is going to happen, is the biggest problem I think we have in this country. The moment the laws begin to work in this country, I mean, the decorum that we desire in every facet of this country, in every facet of our life, will begin to show. So I think we need to begin to be committed to the rule of law in this country. Natasha deserves a fair hearing. Akpabio deserves a right to defend himself. And above all, the Nigerian people deserve a Senate that is focused on governance, not on internal power struggles like we are having right now. Nigerians want to see governance happening. So if there's one lesson to be drawn from this unfolding saga, it is this. No matter how bitter political battles, become, the greater responsibility of every public official is to the nation that pays them, the democracy that empowers them, and the people that swore to serve. Anything less is a betrayal of trust placed on them. I've said it and I mean it. So this, for me, is my own candid opinion about what is going on. And like I said, it should be all about the institution, the respect for the rule of law, accountability. These are the things we need right now. We also need the Senate, to go about. I mean, giving us proper governance. Nigerians are hungry. People are suffering. Insecurity is at its worst level. These are the things that should take that should that should be taking the attention of the senators, and not this personal fight. But again, like I said, I'm not downplaying the enormity of what is before us. All we're saying is there should be accountability, there should be fair hearing, there should be transparency in the way this matter is ever handled, so that at the end of the day, the image of the Senate that is being trampled upon, that is being disparaged, will be restored. That is all I'm saying. Okay, so this is like my own contribution to this ongoing drama, and I know that those who are there, by the grace of God, will do the needful. Nigerians just need proper governance. That is all I'm saying here. So please, those of you who have listened to this video, what do you think about this unfolding drama? Do you think this is where they should focus their attention? Please go to the comment section and leave your comment. I will meet you right there. Okay. So I'll be back with another story. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye bye.